Hello, hello, hello. Excuse me. Sorry, the previous StreamYard does something weird when I start up. If I don't log out and log back in and all that. Anyway, so this will be my last one from Troon. Yeah, there we go. Wait till a few come on. But, good game tonight, though, isn't it? Interesting game. Sunderland versus Everton. Yeah, man. Everton, Sunderland, Everton. That's a coupon buster. In it. As you know, me and coupons don't get on very well. But interesting to see what punters are going to say. Like you say, I don't bother about the ref much. I know it's not that I don't bother with him. I don't get him on. I'm a firm believer in going to score more goals than the other team. I know that's kind of stating the obvious, but you know what I mean. It's still there is progress in the team. You can see it. I mean, they all seem to try hard. The first till the sending off, as you know, it was a bit. But then the sending off gave them a bit up the backside. But they just need to do that all game. But the fact is, the players just aren't good enough now. Or are they? I don't know. I talk a lot of rubbish at times, I know. But I've tried. If anyone's seen Wee Tam, give him a shout. I've messaged him. Get him on. Get him listen to his chat. He's always a good chat. But my last night in this flat, stay at my mates tomorrow night, then fly Wednesday to Bangkok again for the 10 millionth time. One of the guys off the page has just came and took a couch, one of my couches away, my mum's couch. So that was good. Everything's just getting ditched, man. It's trying to decide what you want to let go. I was, I felt the atmosphere was crap as well. You know, just I don't know what's happened, man. Sometimes when you because like, I'm not really got Rangers fans, but it never got we never got going as a fan base. I felt with the atmosphere, or maybe I was just nah. It wasn't that good. Even the nappy slashers, they weren't any good either. You know, I think the loudest they shouted when they were singing Danny Rowe's name at the end. I think a lot of Rangers fans that were watching it thought that was the Rangers fans singing. It wasn't. It was that lot. Sure, you do. I know. The thing is, somebody told me, like, a businessman told me on the page, you don't but you don't ditch sack three powerful people at a company at the one time. Uh, I mean, it wasn't it. No, the game itself, it was all right. I'm just talking about the Rangers fans. Oh, sorry. Did you hear that? Oh, that's a beauty. But aye. Oh, Tommy. See, like, I think we all said if it these glasses annoy me. If it was under Poohbag Magoo, that'd have been 5-0 to that lot. But the thing is, I'm not that good. The thing is, I see in the ground. I was a bit in line when McGregor hit that, and he hit it, and oh man, you heard the ball, the strike. I thought till I watched the replay that the ball would take a clip, a deflection, but yeah, anyway, but I mean, ours was a sending off, no doubt about it. It wasn't nasty. It was a sending off. But I mean, for the Jack Butland one, you don't stamp in somebody's head. Just to my house in Thailand. I'm moving to Thailand. Well, I moved there 20 years ago, but that's me there. I've got no roots in Troon or Scotland at all. See, try to decide what to pick, man. There's a lot of family heirlooms going. I mean, I'm sitting looking across there. There's a cabinet full of good quality crystal, whiskey glasses and all that, and even a cabinet. And there's a good washing machine getting ditched. Luckily, one of the chaps off the page took my mum's couch. Butler's a good keeper. I wasn't. I was all right. Hopefully, I don't work like that again. Anyway, that's me done. Hopefully, can make enough off this and savings. Oh, excuse me, that. But it's what's Gaza saying? You can't kick someone in the stomach. Ours was definitely a red card. That I can't agree with you on that one, mate. I always say, just swap it around. What if it was one of our players that had been banjoed in the gut? You know? Oh, well, like I say, I left the ground. You see, you're cheesed off when you leave the ground and all that, or when the game finishes. Doesn't matter. But like, I had my headphones on. I'd actually put one of my old DJ sets on. But what was I trying to say? I thought there's progress there. You know what I mean? They're trying hard. I mean, that should be a bit. Like, somebody has commented in the page, and rightly so. That's a minimum. You know, and it is. Because let's be honest, every single one of us listening right now, man, woman, or child, or in between, whatever, if we were to pull that blue jersey on, we would try our bollocks off for Rangers, but we're not good enough, and we would done it after 20 minutes. But I just liked they're obviously they're listening to what the manager wants them to do. That's it. That's just come into my thick skull, and this beard's annoying me. But anyway, that's another story. But but that will never happen though. And I think the referees in Scotland would probably go on strike or protest, even though, it's because I worked in Turkey over Christmas and New Year last year offshore, and actually the Galatasaray Fenerbahce game, they got that's a ref from another country, but it'll not happen. I I know where you are. Like, it's a nice house these there. You don't get crack. Your views are better than mine. Oh God, man, I know that game. I'm dreading that. The thing is, that'll be like I've got the what flight is it? The Emirates flight. I get to Bangkok. I'll get in my house about 5 o'clock. About 5 o'clock Thai time on Thursday, and so that means what time's the kickoff? Because my kickoff will be 3 in the morning. I'm sure you'll give me a pass if I don't watch it. Yeah, I don't like going. I mean, listen, this is another reason I don't listen. I'm not saying don't talk about the ref, absolutely, but another reason I don't talk about refs a lot often because it just takes up time in VAR, But aye, no, but no, it doesn't. That unintentional thing. It was explained today. That's a myth. That it doesn't matter. We did. That's it. I mean, that's a positive, James. That's a positive. Good evening, guys. Good evening, Mr. Ian. I know what you mean, man. I know. I'm not. It's a difficult one. That I thought we were all right. But the main thing I'm taking from, I think the players kind of shat it a little bit, told it a bit as well. But there's all sorts of opinions, which is the whole point of the page. That's a good question. There was nobody really stood out, is there though? I thought Suter was all right. He was commanding as well. I was watching him off the ball as well. He was very animated and stuff. I know what you mean, but a flighty and it's like, I've done that. The thing is, I've been on planes constantly since 1993, so I sound like a cock when I say this. You're on a plane, doesn't bother me. I've got my window seat, and the only reason I want a window seat, by the way, because I've learned to sleep like that. Oh, there's one. Better about what? Here's Alison. How are you? There's Stacey and Al. Do you think so? I thought he was all right. The thing is, see when I've not watched the replay because I don't want to watch it. I was in row C at Hampden, right, about kind of halfway between the penalty, the 18-yard box and the thing. You see, kind of. Maybe I've called that one wrong, but I thought he was all right. I never found myself shooting at him. I've been in the house for years, but aye, thank you. A prawny place in Thailand, aye. I'll be going to my local football matches. Absolutely. I just don't trust that hand pump there well. Oh no, that's it. Aye, nah, it was a red. Yeah, and the thing is, Craig, as you're saying, the boy, the brought into the hold of it, and he had to physically change his setup to kick him in the head. But I thought he was all right. And the reason I'm saying that is because for all our sake, people don't shout at players and all that. I can't remember really giving it a fuck's sake, but I did. Aye. Hello, all right, Wayne. He's a good player. Did you know the annoying thing about McGregor is he grew up a die-hard Bear. You know, his dad sits in the main stand, didn't he? I think Rangers moved him from the Copeland rear to the main to near the director's box because I was getting a bit of grief. Like, you know, I know what you mean. Oh, Sean, no, it's not that I hate it. It's just, excuse me, as I keep saying, I just think we've got 89 other minutes to score more goals. That's my thing. But do you not remember, Deja? Do you remember, was it the first or second half? I think it was the second half. There was a Celtic boy sprinting through and he kept up with him and he tackled him. It was down the opposite side of the cameras. He had a great tackle. He tracked back quite well, but yeah, other than that. Tav's all right, man. Tav's kind of like the referee for me. I just don't put many posts up about Tav because I know what happens in the comments. Tav's done all right for Rangers over the years in reality. But the thing is, right, is a red card's either a red card or it's not. A booking's either a booking or it's not. That's why I don't go with it. It's well, Gary, you're right though. A soft one. It's by the letter of the law, it was a sending off. Yeah, I know that's it. And the thing is, that was a game. Excuse me, that was a game for the big man Chinite to show right. I'm a £10 million player. There's a goal for you in a semi-final against that lot. Maybe Arsenal, but well. Tav's. The thing is, when Tav makes a mistake, it's blatant, but he does so much more. He's long throws as well, man, because he took one right in front of me, man. The power in that. But who is a captain? We've had no leader at Rangers for 10 years. That's the only kind of real solid leader I would say would be McGregor, the goalie, and goalies never get it. We've just not had any real standout Richard Gough types for years. I know. Yeah. There's a lot of questions to be asked of the refs, I know. Aye. Aye, because the with the young the what's his name? The winger. The boy he bought from Sheffield Wednesday, he was a sub for as a tactic, an impact. Aye. I know. I know. Things I'd hopes for Asgard. I've seen, but aye, that's it, and it just shows you when we get better players in, there's a manager there that knows how to manage them and make them better and make them do good things. But you can say that about a lot of teams over the year, Alison. You know what I mean? That's just. Aye, but no, yeah, I think so. But it's not often you get a goal as a captain. But yeah, I would it would be no problem for me. The guy, I hope we sign the big boy from Marseille. I'm having a nightmare now with players. What's his name? You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, he's a captain. I know. See, I'm starting to wonder if these players, because like Thelwell didn't sign him, that there's some kind of thing going on there. Not you're only playing my players. It's he needs gone. I know that. Oh, I know Mikey Moore. Aye, he came on and he was all over the place. I know he was all over the pitch, man. Uh, yeah, I think so, Kieran. Cornelius, I'm having a nightmare here, Craig. Tonight. I hope we sign Cornelius. There's a captain in there, and he's a good football player. You know, he's not just a defender. He's a threat everywhere he goes. He had a couple of, I think there was a moment, and it was just in front of me. So, what are you doing, big man? But he got away with it, like the way that. But aye, that's a shout, Maggie. Aye, there is that kind of. Aye, good shout. I don't know. He's an England international and all that. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, Gary, we were told by Tottenham fans and the powers that be that this kid's he's a starter for England when the time comes. You know, every game. I know. There, right, guys. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I've not posted the page for a reason. I would a few WhatsApps and a message on here that what's his name? Danny Rowe gave Thelwell says, look, I like this player, and he was told no there and then. I know, but it's all ifs and buts, Matthew. You're right. Gasman. That's who was. I think Gasman was a sub. Like you remember with Solskjaer at Man U, he's a natural starter, but when he comes on, he causes chaos. If you know what I mean. Good shout, Craig. Good shout. I'm on your side there, Craig. I know that's a shout, Stacey, but aye. I know it's just, and the thing is, let's be honest, no one knows that more than him. Players know when they're wrong. You think I'm going to assume you played football as a kid, or even you still play fives. You know when you've had a stinker. You know, I remember talking about that. I was never a particularly good player, right? But when I was in the Royal Navy, we were based. I was shore based in the Falkland Islands, and there's not much to do there. And this was 1996. And you do 4 months down there. And I remember we at fives was every night we're playing five-a-sides. And that was the best time I ever played football. And out of nowhere, I developed this shot. I mean, I could absolutely nail it. But I remember we played junior rates against the seniors, and it's the best game of football I've ever played in. It was an hour of us just going at each other. We tried our hearts out, and there was no rank thing. And I missed an absolute. It was one of the worst games I had down there. We still won, but I was absolutely furious at myself. You know. See, I wasn't sure about Barron, but he's come on leaps and bounds since now. That's a good football player. Stuart McCall, as many stuttering prick, as many as have said, he's a good player. Aye. Aye, but the thing is, John, a few people have said this, rightly so, but that's up to us to make him play to suit, sure, teach him. I hate Thelwell. I don't like saying hate, and it does. Oh, I know, man. Aye. What's Craig Collins saying? I know. Aye. The thing is, you've got to remember Colin as well. I'm sure you know his mum and dad. I think they're from Glasgow, and like, I know his dad's a die-hard Bear. So, you know, I know it's difficult. It's difficult. Aye. Listen, for all I say, I don't like talking about referees. It's not that. It's not that I don't like talking about them. I just Aye, but that was bad yesterday. I don't know, Stacey, but it's certainly the thing is, Danny Roll coming in's taking a lot of attention away from Thelwell. Thelwell, I don't. Thelwell is not good for Rangers. You know, and it's his family and his mates coming in. We're not a toy. I'm sorry for getting angry, but so this is my last night doing this from here. Staying at my mate's house tomorrow night with my wee nephew Rory. About to do a video with Rory. Rory's a what a footballer that wee guy is, man. Both feet can play up front, be a goalkeeper. But I don't know if Cameron's staying. Where's we stays? We're staying. Yeah, we stays. Where's right, hang on, what we're doing? Down you're talking about down south. Aye, Maggie. I hated it. The thing is, I ended up working down the Falklands for Turners as well when I left the Navy. I couldn't believe it. Paul, you know, a while ago when I laughed at you for that, but you know what? I know. I know. It is bad. It is bad, guys. Absolutely. Aye, and hang on, Kieran, I'll be honest with you, and this is a bad thing to say. See, if Martin was still here, I wouldn't have bothered asking for somebody to try and get me a ticket for the game. And that's total armchair support and ball baggery from me. We could do, if we could do Mr. Right, Mercer, but you could well be. I know this is a total change in direction. You seen that Heart song for the to the Queen song? How brilliant is that, man? It's all over TikTok today. But I can't remember the words, but I think as much as I know it's a left field thing, I thought that's class. Because but the only other football song I like, I always like Hearts. That was a Hearts, Hearts, Glorious Hearts. You know, it's their song. Don't know why I even that came into my head, but anyway, listen, Sunderland Everton tonight. That'll be a good game. I better not forget my fire stick. Oh, not that I've got one. I'm saying that I'm leaving anyway. I forgot to take one once I've got about five of them all around the world. You can wonder if Martin's been watching our games. You know, his ego will probably run wild thinking, well, it's me done that. Miloski will come good. Well, he's scored goals before. Uh, I think a few of you are out in Thailand, aren't you, over Christmas and New Year? That's when it's high season out there. If you're out in the Pattaya area, give us a shout. I'll come up for a pint, like. But I've had people before. I don't take this the wrong way if it's one of yours. People were up in Bangkok saying, "I would come up to see me." I'm like, you've got to remember when I lived there. That's my house. You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's come out totally wrong the way it's meant to be come out. But people expect me to travel 100 miles for a pint, and like, mate. Oh man, I just want the Thelwell crime family. Absolutely. I've said I had was it Talksport on Southampton fans want him back, but it was brilliant, Stacey. Which is it? Which Queen song is it? It's just it amazes me how people come up with that. You know, the young team. I was assuming it's their ultras, whatever. I think it's a Gorgie, something or other they're called. It's just brilliant, man. It's just aye. The thing is, Stace, you know that'll go worldwide now. That the teams all around the country now will use it. That's what happens with songs. That's why I kind of like that Hearts, Hearts, Glorious Hearts. Nobody else sings it apart from them, you know. Same way as we follow. I would get rid of simply the best coming out at Ibrox. It's done its time, man. Get follow again. I think it's because the add-ons on it, the Dundee, Hamilton. Because follow is, I guess that's me being an old fart. That was a song. That's Radio Gaga. That's what it is. Well done, Stace. Aye, it's brilliant. I mean that song came out at 6 o'clock in the morning and an after party in the kitchen. Right, let's make a song up. Right, Just get this up your nose and get into it. They're not just a step up, Craig. They're 2 steps up. Craig, I'm with you, but the league is winnable. I wouldn't mind. I mean, I would rather. I want Rangers to win the league, but Hearts winning it, I would not be bothered at all. That'd be because any Jambo I know is a decent person. Like I hate. I never took to Penny Arcade ever. Let's go, Kieran. Oh, let's see. When I was a kid growing up, I was what they played. Sorry, I'm just watching Sky Sports News. Still a ball bag though. Oh, thank you. It's sort of semi-retired. I'm not retired. I might do the odd job now and again out in Asia and that, but I'm not searching for stuff. But see, I tell you what, man. Like I've got 2 bags. A suit. Like, I could if I was going to Thailand normally, I could go to Thailand with my passport in my pocket because I've got my clothes and all that there because I've been there 20 years. But if you try that at the airport, the cops pull you. Even when I go to Thailand with just a carry-on, sometimes it's just been my laptop in it. The security said, "Where are you going?" And I've been pulled because of that, because it's long haul. But anyway, see, try to decide what stuff to chuck out, man. Because my mum died a couple of years ago. She's got all her stuff in the garage and her stuff in here. And see, try to decide what to take, man. It's so tomorrow. My pal Chalk, he comes round. I think he just messaged me. He's round about 9:30 to empty the place. I'm gonna. I've got my bags packed, my golf clubs and that. I'm gonna, and he's going to text me when the place is empty. I've just told him if there's anything in here, chuck it. You know, because I don't. If I was here when he was emptying it, I might change my mind and all that. And it's like, it's not 5 point. Nah, we can. When I was young, you still look young, Kieran. I don't know. The thing is, I've got a soft spot for Southampton. The reason being, my first ever ship in the Royal Navy was HMS Southampton. So you're always, I'm sure. And here's the mad thing, and people, this is bonkers. I also keep an eye on Portsmouth because I was based in Portsmouth, and there's no teams hate each other more in the country than Portsmouth and Southampton. I would even say it's even worse than us. But anyway, I'm not getting into that argument. I'll never be back, Paul. That's me gone. I'll never come back to Scotland. Oh, I don't know. Because I don't know. But I'll still be doing this. I'll still be doing this, man. I'll do it just like what time is it? Like, I'm 7 hours ahead, and like the wife and kids, they know this is. I'll be doing this. Like, and my daughter Kate, you'll meet Kate. I'll get her on my lives now and again. She's got the spare room all made up. She loves this thing because I know, like, no, yeah, yeah, Stacey. I know social media is massive, but in Thailand, the fact, right, I do get a few quid. When I say a few quid, it's not a lot off Facebook, and I've just been monetized on YouTube. So go follow me on YouTube, and follow me and subscribe and all that. But with the money I've got saved, the money I've got from this, and the few bob I get off social media, I can live over there. And so I'd have him in today, Chris. Look, Chris, and you know yourself. See, during the whole Martin period, he was a one shiny light. There's this kid, a Rangers diehard. He's been at Rangers since he's 5 year old or something like that. And then that first game, remember, he was waving at his mum and dad in the crowd, and how proud they must have been. And then it's just, I think my gut feeling is now, and I wouldn't have said this a couple of weeks ago, Thelwell, because he's nothing to do with Thelwell. Thelwell's saying, no, he can't play. I mean, he was brilliant, man. Played with, I don't know. I just hope at the next press conference, some of the fan media will ask, "What's the story?" 160 of you. Where's wee Tam? Where's wee Tam? Get wee Tam. Tam, get on. Where is the wee man? My wee pal. Think. I'm just messing Tam. The thing is, I'm just trying to call him my love. I think he's got a new girlfriend, and you know what happens there. And not long that he's 19 and he's brilliant. Aye. It's something. It needs questioned. I mean, the fan media guys are brilliant. Maybe, but this needs asked now. Aye. I know. See that's what I think, Ali. There is no reason on this man's there for that kid's not even not. He's disappeared. It's as if he's got an injury. Right. Maybe there's something else personal going on. I don't want to hope not. I may be overthinking that one, and I'm guilty of that. Or if as you lot tell me often, which I don't mind, by the way. Maybe there's something. I mean, there's something going on at home or something like that. You don't know. I hope not. The thing is, that's from what I've understood, and it was thingy that told me. Big Ricky Neal, Ricky knows he was going to play 22 games. But the thing is, look, I've said, if we give a player down to Ayr United or Kilmarnock or something like that, we're giving them our player to get them game time. We're not giving them there to sit on the bench. So we can't really argue about that when we're, that's why we do it. Oh, I know, it's difficult. Let's say if we had a kid, say, let's use Finlay Curtis as an example. Say, I'm just using Ayr because they're 2 minutes for me. Well, not quite, but you know what I mean. If we suck him down to Ayr, we would want him to start every game. That is the way the loan thing works. Or he gets sold to Arsenal or something. Oh, excuse me. Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay, no, stay up your farter. Aye. It's good chatting. He's like this. I never thought this would work, but it does. It's just I use throw there some stuff in it. What's good in the page? What I like, there's a lot of you can see a lot of people just talking with each other, and I just keep out of it, like because I try to reply to not every comment. I miss so many comments, man, and some of them are brilliant. Well, if he wins as a league, he does. Aye, but the thing is, Stephen, if they get offered £2 million signing on fee, and their parents get offered a brand new house, there's not a lot we can do. Because what is it? What's his name that went to Chelsea from the Three Toons? What's his name? Oh, God's sake! They bought Chelsea bought his mum and dad new houses and not Ferraris, Mercedes and all that, as well as a huge signing on fee. You can't, we can't, you can't, you can't work against that. Billy Gilmore, yeah, sorry, I'm having a nightmare on it. And the thing is, though, Eve, it's so hard to break through. That's another thing. You've got to remember how good you've got to be, and mentally as well. That's it. It's all right being a great player, but it's the mental side of it as well, because you know how brutal we are as a fan base. We're unfair at times. I know there's that as well. Aye, it's let's say we don't know, but just hopefully that question gets what day is it today? Monday. Hopefully that question gets asked on Wednesday. God, I've got to get up at 3 in the morning to watch that Roma game. Thing is, one thing I don't agree with, there's no such thing as I never get jet lag. I think a lot of people say I'll get jet lag. So someday I go, where have you been? I've never ever had it in my life. No idea why I'm talking about that. I can't stand Jamie Carragher. I used to like him as well. Get Sky Sports News on. He's just a twat. Who you fancy for Norwich? Norwich. Sunderland. Everton. That's a tough one. That's a coupon buster. I'm going to go away. I'm going to go 2-1 out. Sunderland. Aye. Aye. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm on the flight to Dubai on Wednesday. So the flat gets emptied tomorrow. Let's say I'll be out when the wee chalk, my pal, I went to school. He does it clearances and all that. I even sitting here, I'm looking at things like I want to take that, but I can't. Look, I mean, it's nothing expensive. Like, there's a dolphin there, a porcelain thing, and it was my grand's, and it's see this, man. Yes. Oh, what a fart. There's that as well. It's not easy, John. It isn't easy. You know. I mean, the best one was Barry Ferguson, like, but he was a freak of nature. Like, they're a one of. The thing is, well, I was going to say it's difficult to come into Rangers now. Like somebody said, and a few people have said on the page, "Oh, we should just throw a team of young ones on." Like, you can't do that because if they have a bad game and Ibrox gets on top of them, it's not good to start your career like that. And I know the argument is, well, if they don't get the strength, mental strength to do that, to stand that, it's a difficult one, man. I mean, that's it. That's exactly what I've said. What's your name? I'm not going to. I'm not going to say your first name in case I get it wrong, but Mr. Kell. That's what I say all the time. We've got 89 other minutes to score a goal, and that's the same thing. But just I would trust Stelwell to tie his own. I can't st- and the thing is, I don't like saying the word hate, and I don't. I only hate one person because he's a grass for something. That's another reason. Oh, but I'm getting because when you say you hate someone, you don't really hate someone. But Thelwell, I do. It's bringing his son in and all that. It's what do you mean tsunami? No, I can't help you with that one, mate. I'm brought up with the Protestant religion, so I think they'll build. I'll take a screen grab for that and I'll send it to the cops. And that's there you go. That's a shout. Aye, I'm going to get it. I mean, it's nothing. It's crap. Hang on. But that was my grand's, and I was that out of obviously my mum and dad, but that's the relative I was closest to. I can get that because it'll get broken as well, won't it? Because it's just, I mean, it's crap, but I've got to make that fit, ain't I? I'll make it fit. I'll make it fit. This thing's annoying, I know. Oh, I'm not getting into that, no, because it just gets my back up. He doesn't live far away. Anyway, moving on. I mean, that's the games you would think the lads. Put it this way, they'll be more up for it than they will have been than the last European game, because he's installed that. I'm sure that training ground. I'm sure that training ground and the whole atmosphere around the players and all that is a lot better than it has. I know, Robert. I know. Do you know what I might do, Robert? I might actually put it in my carry-on because my carry-on bag won't have much in it. I'll get asked when then I'll get it smashed to bits. Thinking it's see, man, you're all going to get me. I'm definitely taking it, Robert. And see, at the end of the day, if it gets broken up, easy enough. My daughter, my young Kate, will fix it. I'm taking it because I'm taking it. See, that's the thing. I'm like, because I've had to pay for an extra. Was it how much Emirates charged me? Can't remember. They charged me about another 250 quid for an extra 30 kilos, but such is life. The thing is, Stacey, what you've got to remember, I've got it's a room in the bag as well. Putting bubble wrap around it as well, that adds space. That's the problem. You know what I mean? It's a ball ache, man. I'll wrap it. I'll wrap it in clothes or something. I'm no. Aye. Oh, aye, aye. Yeah, sideways like that. Ooh, it'll remind me of that time I had to smuggle an Engage in. Remember the old Nokia Engage phones? I had to smuggle one of them into Barrel for my mate. I had to put it up sideways. That's a joke, by the way. There's a mountain right behind my house, mate. I'll do podcasts from it. You know, I don't know how new or old you are to the page. I live in a town called Rayong, and I'll do all these from around town. Like, my garden, I love my garden. Like, there's no grass in it, but my wife's a gardener. She loves it. But I've got a nice little patio and a porch. So I look, and because what I do, because I wake up when I'm not on a hangover or that. I wake up about 6:30 in Thailand. Go out, have my coffee, and I always do my morning rant. But I used to post it right away. What I'll do now though is I'm going to, because in Facebook you can schedule it, and what we're going to say, I'll just do it so it comes on about 8 o'clock your time. No, but you never know. You never know. No, that was my point before. I was talking about putting dolphins up my backside, which I never thought I would. Um, See you, Kier. Okay, you got to laugh. The players will be up for it. Like I think that's what I'm saying. You know, but it's Roma. Listen, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about Serie A, but Roma are Roma. You know what I mean? The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do, you'll see me see sometimes in the stories I post, Rayong FC. That's my local team. They're actually sitting fourth in the Thai Premier League. Listen, it's not. Listen, it's probably championship standard of football, and my first game's going to be a local derby as well against Chonburi, which is the next town up. So I'm quite looking forward to that. So I'll certainly be posting in the what am I trying to say? Am I stuttering prick tonight? The stories, because you know in the stories I put a lot of stuff, even non-Ranger stuff. But it's football and it's just along the road from my house, and they might qualify for the Champions League, the Asian Champions League, which would be amazing, man. It's definitely going now. Right, we need a name for him, right, because he's got a penis, I think. I'm just messing. But right, the dolphin, he's going to be my mascot, right? See, when I got my office set up properly over there in the house, this is going to be my mascot on the page mascot. What Ranger the Dolphin or something like that. There's loads because because I've not been there for a while because I had to get this flat sold. That's why I've not been back. You know what I mean? I had to get the flat sold and it sold quickly, and I get 50 grand more than I thought I would get for it. Um, so what I do, somewhere from the garden, there's a mountain behind us. I go up there, it's a cracking view, and then I'm next to beaches, and I'll do some from Bangkok and Pattaya and all that. It's because one of the some of the people that can help me behind the scenes, not help me, but give me advice. They say a lot of my videos, people like them. It's because I do them from different places. You know what I mean? And some people say, "Oh, you're showing off and all that," but it's just my life. That's where I live. Hi. The thing is, that's right. One of my podcasts I'm going to do. There's a couple of expats out there do Thai podcasts about Thai football, so I'm going to get in with them. You know what I mean? And there's an ex-Rangers player out there. Although, when I say he was a Rangers player, I think he was at the youths and didn't make it. But I'll tell you something. See, in Asia, Thailand, see the amount of Scottish and English and Brazilians and Argentinians that just obviously weren't good enough to make it the team. But they jump about out there, man. It's good. There was a guy from, I think he had a semi-decent career at Reading. He used to drink in my local. Ended up getting done for drugs. But anyway, aye. Aye, 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 aye. See, Stevie, that's it. Just go out and try your nuts off. We all that because I think a lot of the reason the players aren't getting too much grief off the fans, we all saw that they tried their nuts off. You know, and that's all we can ask for. You know, aye. I like it. I mean, I live in a nice cul-de-sac. That's like you'll see my wee grandson. It's from my stepdaughter Bea, who she's 29, 30, and her boyfriend's just a dream come true. He's a head spark at a big place, and his brother wants me to go and play five a sides with him. But listen, I'm 51 and I've played football 20 years ago outside in Thailand. I've got a story about that actually, and that heat just ruins you. Here's the story, right? So if I'm boring, you tell me. But when Peter Reid was the manager of Thailand, he was the manager of Thailand. I think he lived in Pattaya. Anyway, he arranged for the first 3G all-weather football pitch to be put in Thailand, and it was put in Pattaya. Right. And it was my mate Mark that was the manager of the place. And it was brilliant 3G. There was a bar, football, blah, blah, blah. And So he used to give us at the expats the old fart. Well, us we used to get it on like a Tuesday night at 10 and it was like 10 at night we played to help bring the heat down, right? So the first time it was there, I had the old copas on and all that, right? And I was like, right. I went round about an hour early, and Peter Reid was there, right? And he was half cut, like. So I chat with him. He's a nice guy as well. Peter Reid, brilliant scouser, you know what he's like. So I chat with him. But there was a guy, another expat guy, whose son was on the pitch. I would say he was 8 or 9 years old, and generally, even Peter Reid said, "This kid's special." And allegedly, Man United and all that were looking at him. You know what I mean? And so on, and Mark goes, his dad. I didn't know his dad well, but I knew him. Just you know, how you doing? So he goes right. So I went out with the kid. The kids were just playing, you know, because the pitch was empty, so the kids were playing, and a couple of other older expats were playing. We decided to warm up anyway. So and his dad goes to me, look, just give him a little nudge when he goes past you. I tell you what, man. This kid did 6 backflips and I just got the timing wrong. I thought I'd killed the kid, man. He was crying and everything, like, and I was so apologetic. And there's Peter Reid like that to me behind his dad. It's quite that was like, the kid was all right, but it was it's a different. I Peter Reid from Everton. He was a manager of Thailand. Total, just a typical Scouser, and he was funny, and it was just like, listen, I wasn't his best mate at that, but he was just that was. Oh, I tell you, I've met loads of people in Thailand, famous people. I remember Frank Lampard, John Terry, and all that. They were in my mate's club in Pattaya. Mickey Pearce, I used to drink the same bar as him in Rio and Pattaya. Soy 3 called a Cherry Bar. Who else, man? Alan Pardew, Jimmy White. I've played pool with Jimmy White. Who else was there? Oh, loads of man. Aye. It's a lot of stories from out there. Like, I mean, everyone. Listen, don't get me wrong. I know there's the aye, Billy. Like my best mate Brian, who he might be watching this. It's Rory's my nephew. I was talking to him about this the other night, just in here. He's like, nah. He said like, he trains the youth centre, the under Troon Thistle, the under I can't remember what age group, but he's good. Some of you from ever might know his dad, Drew Wilson from Clark Drive. But anyway, I was saying to him like, they want me to play fives, like, because it's not just that 50-year-old. I'm unfit. I'd get an injury and it could hurt me. You know what I mean? Oh, Eve, honestly, champ, even now 20. How old? That must my daughter was Kate's 17. Kate must have been that's about 15 years ago, even to this. And I drive past it a lot because it's in what's it called? Soy Siam Country Club. It's called. It's on the, every time I drive past it, I remember it. Like, and but it was quite funny. Peter Reid's behind these guy lads to be laughing at me. You know what I mean? But okay, there's a few stories listen. I know this stigma that everyone's got that's married to a Thai and all that. It does not bother me one little bit. I've had a good life. And Apple, the missus, her name's Vera Wan. She'll probably pop into some of the lives because they think this is amazing. Because I was saying about social media in Thailand, the fact that my daughter knows I get a pound or two off this, and see the people. That's something I want to tell you. See people that subscribe to the page. Was it 99 US dollars, 99 cents you get? All that goes. I give that to the wife. I give 50% of that goes. The wife goes round the corner and gives it to a dog home, and a soy dog foundation. For stray dogs. She gives so it's about 250 so it's about 100 quid goes to them every month, and the other money goes the wife and kids go for a nice meal at a place in the corner. So it's aye. And what I'll do is I'll show you me giving the money to the soy dog place. So because I've a few people say the fact I earn money off this and it's peanuts, honestly, that I should give it all to charity and all that. I'm like, aye. But anyway, but Rangers are on the up. There's definitely up there. We need rid of Thelwell. And listen, Mr. Kavanagh's not daft. You know what I mean? But the thing that people are forgetting though, that's a position. It's not Thelwell, it's a position. The people said get Davy Weir in. Davy Weir would do the same thing. It'd be him that's picking it. We've got 4 cats, but the dogs, soy means street and tie, so soy dogs. You get them, I feed them, we feed them like we had a dog and flipping snake bit them and it died of poisoning, of snake poisoning, but the dog's name was Lucky as well. He was a great dog. He was a stray as well. But the wife's got 4 cats. You're I can't even say their name. They've given Thai names. So my favourite one's a little one. I call him small one, but his name's Nunchai or something like that. Oh, and that's the other thing about bag space. The Dolphins come with because I always buy stuff going through the Rangers shop at the airport, even though you can buy the snide stuff over there. Because I want the wee man to get a Rangers strip. This one, 50 quid for the kit, man. It's unbelievable. So, Sunderland v what's it called? Excuse me. Sunderland v Everton. What's the score going to be? The thing is, a dog sanctuary would be hard work, mate. That's the thing you got to remember. It's 24/7. You know what I mean? I know. Aye. I know. Liam Gallagher got a soy dog from Bangkok as well, which was good. Aye. Geez, there's not much of a change, you know what I mean? I've just not got a house in Scotland, but I thank you. I look forward to it, like, really look forward to it. Just, you know, because my youngest Kate's 17, Shampoo's 18, my wee grandson, what's this, October, he was born in June, 18 months. I can't wait to see him. Just hope he likes football. His dad doesn't, but well, but his dad's brother does. But I'll try and get along to Ray Young games. Like, I will post videos now and again from Ray Young games, but I'm not going to spam the page for it because at the end of the day, but if you've been on the page, you'll know I'll do talk about random stuff now and again because I DJ as well. I've got loads of house music DJ sets live online. I never put them up though. I should put some up, um, like when the Open's on or Wimbledon's on or just stuff like that, So I might stick a link up. What I'll do, I would love you all. I'll post it one day. The Ray Young FC official Facebook page. Get them a few more followers. Like even if you don't watch it, it's Aye. Oh mate, the food like I tell you, my wife's food's amazing, man. It's just there's a lot of misconceptions about Thai food. Everyone thinks it's spicy as hell. Let's see a Thai green curry. That's everyone thinks that's spicy as hell. It's not. A Thai green curry, if it was British food, it's like a stew. It's like just anything goes. It can be as spicy as hell or it can be mild. Because my wife, she makes her Thai green curry. It's with milk, coconut milk, and chicken and or veggies and stuff like that. But it's my favourite food. But she only makes it for me maybe once every 5 or 6 weeks because if you got it every day, it gets boring. But it's like a chicken fried rice. But the thing is, see when you're out in the pot, it's just you've got the street food going by, and it'll be like see for like a bag of chicken or stuff like that. It's like what's 100 baht? £1.50. It's great, Aye, well, see, I'll probably like my local bar in Thailand. It's called Y33. I'll definitely post a link to it, and it's what you call a shop front. It's like a garage, bar, football, pool table, toilet. You know what I mean? So, aye. There's a lot. It's just great. Yeah, I mean, like my wife, I bought because I hate cooking, but I bought a air fryer. She doesn't like using it, but I would because that's what I do. Because I mean, I think there's a couple of people in my area coming out on holiday, and I'll have you around the house if you were around, and I'll show you. I mean, even, my spare room's now my office, but there's cheap hotels around my way anyway. But yeah, all right, Nearly boy. But I would certainly, but have somebody. Oh no, cheers, man. I'd certainly have you around the house, for food and all that. Because my wife is over here, right? My pal was talking about it's Brian that I'm staying at tomorrow night before I go to the airport. With a barbecue at his, and she made a big curry. That curry I'm on about, and she and there was neighbours coming in and all that. But do you know what the mental thing was? See, we bought prawns because we went up to that Asian, the Oriental, what's it called, Cash and Carry. It's near the Anderson Buchanan bus station behind there. We were in and we were back, and she couldn't believe the price. And the ironic thing was, see the prawns we bought. Frozen. They actually from Ray Young where I come because it's a big harbour. I'll do podcasts from there as well. There's a big harbour there, fish obviously, and I can't remember. I can't remember what the kilo was, but she couldn't believe the price. Aye, it's so wrong, David. It's so wrong. Yeah, it is cheap, right? Right, Chris. Right. See if we went to my local tonight to watch the Sunderland game for argument's sake, you'd be lucky if we sat in there, say 3 hours, you'd be lucky to spend 15 quid. You know what I mean? You might get Yawadi, the owner who you'll meet. I'll put on video. She's my mate. I better be careful with that one. You my mate Yawadi. She looks after us like. But if we were out in Bangkok, Chris, let's see if you've seen the Hangover. See the clip. Well, I live in Rayong. I've lived there for 20 years. See the Hangover movie. See where the helicopter is in Labua. I've been in there, right? Me, the wife, and another couple. The couple wanted to go in there for the to get the Instagrams. Are you sure you want to go there? A bottle of Budweiser was 32 quid. There you go. But at the same time, like if we were out and back, if we went for a proper lads or just any lads lasses night out, if you're out and party, it's 100 quid. Bangkok's the same as London or New York. Oh, it's expensive. Aye, aye. I mean, I've lived there 20 years, Jack. That's it. I come back to Scotland for work, but that's me chucked it. Chuck work, I mean. Aye. No, no, Chris, I mean, if we wanted to, do you know what's bugging the backside off me, right? 100 baht. Aye. Well, I think I bought, right, I drink San Miguel Light there. I think, how much is it? See, to be honest with you, I don't know. I think it's 120 baht or something like that. I can't remember. But aye. Thank you very much, Marky. But the thing is, right, this podcast, right, you've heard me talk about, I've not talked for a while, my mate behind the scenes, Mickey McMonagle, some of you might know me, he used to be the editor for the Sunday Mail, the Sunday Mail when the entertainment thing, he was the editor for that. I've known Mickey years. He's helping with this. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't have done this. Went for the podcast thing, but he's going to help me with with people to do the podcast with. And the thing is, there's ex-Rangers players that are going to be in Thailand, and I've got stuff lined up with them. I'm not saying who it is. There's a few, and they're going to do the podcast live face to face with me. I would have used the Pattaya, the bar that they drink in Pattaya, the Pattaya Lawyer. But for some reason they don't like me, and I never did anything wrong on their page. They banned me. So I was like, all right then. So I would have said to him, look, can I do a live podcast from in here with X, such and such a player? And I'm sure they would have said yes, but for some reason they don't like me. So there we go. You've got to remember, I've had this page 14 years. It was just last year, and when I was in Turkey, on the app, right, there's a thing called professional mode, and I never pressed it. I went, didn't I pressed it? And I was like, holy fuck, man. Like, I've had six, how many views have I had this year? Hang on, where's my bins? Where am I? Oh, excuse me. Right, since this year, I've had, this is, well, the last 28 days, that's just the last 28 days, 10.6 million people on the page this year. 61 million nearly. See, so there we go. So that's why I'm doing it, man. The thing is, Sean, right, I'm not having I don't find this difficult at all. Like people see you putting hard work. Hard work's out there tonight, digging out the roads or offshore, 3 in the morning, -10, working on an engine. That's hard work. Sitting talking to you lot is brilliant, man. And you, right, I know this is a cliche, but it's the punters that make it. If it wasn't for you lot, man, Maggie, there was one day I had 1.2 million people on the page. It was frightening, man. The last week was 1.1 million, and that was down 60%. Because the one thing I don't do is See, that was yesterday. 216,000 people on the page. Because what I don't do, I only post if I think it's. I don't force it. Does that make sense? And I did. I actually forced. There was one post I made once, and I knew myself, don't post this. It's crap. And it was. And somebody said, one of the first posts said, "Mate, that's not your you." He put me in my place, and I deleted it right away. And I was glad the chap said it. Oh, I listen. Wait, do you know what the big one is for me? Yeah, fucking tube. This is a big one. Right, what's the capacity of Ibrox? Right, what's the capacity of Ibrox? Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, tube. I'm the wrong. I've got no brain, by the way. Hang on, give me a sec. I am still here. Right, what's the capacity of Ibrox? Because right, I'm at about 46. See, I'm at 51,000 and 51,057 followers. So when I think Ibrox is something like 51,700 now, isn't it? And that's a big one for me. You know what I mean? Aye. The thing is, Maggie, I like because I was worried, not worried. I like chatting about other stuff because if people don't like it, they can log off. You know what I mean? And because I know I'm always I say I'm cringing saying this. I know people are interested in the Thailand thing and all that, and I've helped a few people privately. Yeah, there we go. So that's my target. So, aye, there's a couple of guys who've come and taken stuff. I was glad my couch went today. I think a chap's go through a bit of it doesn't matter, but he needed a couch, and it was my mum's couch, and my mum always bought good quality stuff. So, aye, no, but aye, but I'm again about between I think 40 between 40 and 250 new follows a day. Just it jumps about like. But I say the main thing, and it was Mickey, PR Mickey, my guy behind the scenes says, don't force something because I'm never under 100,000 a day. Who was it? Aye, I know that's a hard question, isn't it? He'll go for it like. Aye, no, aye, but that hopefully that number will be maybe in about. So I've got about 500 to go. So maybe in about 10 days it'll be there. Sorry, I might have to order my last Just Eat. I've started in that stuff again. It doesn't work for me. I would certainly start with my Oscar. Aye, aye. No, I've got that. Oh yeah. Who dares? Who cares? Please go and follow them. Who dares? Cares? What is it, Maggie? Their name again? Maggie knows them. Who dares? Cares? They phoned me the other day, so I'm going to do a podcast with them. The two guys that are in it. One's a diehard Bear, one's a diehard Celtic fan, and that's not. There's no issue with that at all because at the end of the day, he put on I think he's XS. One of them's XSAS as well. So, and these are guys that help guys out with a hard time. You know what I mean? Like I was only in the Navy a short time. I was only in 7 years. And although we did Bosnia, it was nothing like the lads have had to put up since 9/11, really, because when 9/11 happened, I was in the Falklands actually working when that happened. Yeah. I, I find the word veteran a bit uncomfortable at times as well. I don't know why. It just feels icky to say it. I know I am, but I don't know. It's just me. I just don't like the colour of it. I just don't. And it's not. I'm not an orange stingy. Thing is, I hate round collars. I prefer V-necks, But it's just another money maker, isn't it? Aye. Who dares cares? There's Mags. Mags knows the score. Yeah, because like I say, I would just sit and blather about. Obviously, it's about mental health, and like, I'm not an expert in that at all. But it's just let the lads talk, get their because I get asked daily to post stuff for people, and I just don't because it's I mean, a guy's I'll offer £1,000 to be sponsored, £1,000 a month, but the guy, there's a few people ask, but it's a big commitment because you've got to post 3 times a day about them and all that. And it's like if I want to go on a bender for 3 days and disappear, You know what I mean? It's a commitment. Aye. Sean, are you still in? Hang on a minute. I need my specs. Because I'd love to. Would you come on the podcast or get anyone? Aye. Sean, would you? I know you've got. Yeah, I think it's Sean. I would be. I wouldn't be too comfortable getting lads coming on that's still in on them because you've got that OPSEC and all that. There's things I would want to ask you you can't answer, especially you being a smelly submariner. Like, what ones are you on? I think I know you've told me you're on the Bombers. Oh right, aye, aye, right. It's you. The what is these are called again? Aye, because I would love to get on and chat with ex forces guy all from every all three services like in Paras and bootnecks and all that. You know, it'd be good to get a paratrooper and a Royal Marine on together, man. They two, yeah. Not that they don't like each other. It's just aye, there is there's a big rivalry there between the two, but the two of them are nuts as far as I'm concerned, in a good way. Tell you watching that Haaland man, he's some player, isn't he? Right. Aye. The thing about the subs for me though, it was you don't see anyone. I was a total join the Navy Sea the world because I know, but I mean certainly when I was in, they weren't allowed in anywhere because the only place they went was Florida for the to do that thing, you know, the launch thing. But because countries wouldn't take anything with nuclear power. But I don't know if that's changed. But and he's all smell. You would certainly think. I mean, Leeds are sponsored by Red Bull, so I don't know. I mean, I'm all for Red Bull because what a lot of people don't realise they're actually a Thai company. That's what you know the Thai the Red Bull family that are there. You know what? There's a lot I can't say because I'm moving back to Thailand, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. Aye, that's all right. I know when you're in hotels, but if you look at if you actually Google Thai Red Bull family scandal, and you'll see what I mean. And it's the same with the owners of people. Remember when Abramovich took over Chelsea? People saying he's a bad sort and all that, and you're like, go and look at it. See if you look into the people on Leicester. Um, I'll use the word evil and I'll leave it at that. You can't say I can't. I'm moving back. I can't say any more than that. I'll get myself and my family into trouble. So that will. You don't need any more coaching. Just you've got Google. Well, saying that Google is cleansed. They've Google cleansed. That's what I'll say. Aye. The thing is this, I think when I talk to you, by the time I get a reply from you, it's about a minute behind, I think, but it doesn't matter. We get what we're going. 147 he's on, that's it. Aye. Aye. Because if I was going if I was in the Navy to go subs, it would definitely be the bombers I'm on. I would go for just because you've got a bit more farting space, haven't you? But I know you get used to it and all that. There's a lot of ex forces guys offshore as well. Like the medic on that last rig, I was on Valaris 92. The medic was a para, like, he was blown up in Afghanistan. That he was like, had a good crack with him, like. What time? I have started using that Manjaro thing. It doesn't make any difference at all. Has anyone done the Manjaro? Because I started taking it a week ago again, and it's there's nothing. I feel no different at all. I still munch away. There's no thingy. You know what I mean? I think when I go to Thailand, I know you've got in the UK, you've got to go up levels, but Thailand I can go up a level quicker. All right, fair dues. Aye, all right, aye. I'm just thinking about bed space and all that, but yeah. Aye. Excuse me. God, that looked beautiful tonight. But aye, I need to shave the dome. This fucking thing's annoying me and all. But anyway. But again, thank you everyone for jumping on. We're sitting at steady 140. I know that other. where's my fucking watch? It's at past. I know other people are on. Right, so that's right. That's good. So, Stacey, it's not unusual then. That's the main thing. As long as it's saying that. See, sitting here right now, people told me that when it's working properly, when you eat, you feel as if there's some kind of something in your stomach. But that feeling's just come on in the last few minutes. Whether it's just talking about it, and it's as if there's something. I don't. I feel hungry because I'm a fat. If I'm 133 kilos, which is out of order. Um, normally, let's see. Normally, I would punch into my phone. I would have just eaten away, and I don't really feel like it. Right, I know Germany was good. Like I seen, I've never met a German person I didn't like. They're good people, the Germans. Best engineers in the world, and we're about to see at Rangers what Germans. I mean, this is what people forget, right? I understand why people say Danny Rowe wasn't. He's not been a first team coach at a big team. The Germans to Bayern Munich and the German national team, you don't get bigger than that when it comes. They don't pick mugs. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, if he does well, he's going to end up with the manager of them too. Anyway, probably. I'm not. Does anyone know who Danny Rose supports as a kid or that? I know he's from the old Eastern German, but yeah. Aye, that's it, Stacey. Aye, thing is, I'm one of them, Stacey. I'll get up for the loo at 3 in the morning and I'll have a pizza on and I'll eat it. You know, at 3 in the morning. That's the kind of person I was. What's the INT director? Maggie, were you an officer? What rank? What were you, Maggie? You know, you probably tell me. Aye. Listen, Germans hate World War II and all that. They're embarrassed by it. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, let's be honest. That was the best army there ever was. The German army was the best army there'll ever be. But that I'm not saying what they were fighting for was good. Obviously, it was horrific. But to have the whole world against you and to survive it for 5 years, man. But anyway, it's not a good subject. No, the Germans. That as a mechanic, if you get something German, you know it's going to work. Look at their cars. You know what I mean? They work. You know. Right. Oh, right. When I was in, what was that? What they were called CTs, uh, comms text. But that was when we used to go to the Middle East. They could speak Arabic. Is that what you did? Can you speak Arabic? You can't say it's all right, but aye. Aye, that's weird, Stacey. You've got me thinking there. Uh, aye, that's a weird. Aye, you've got me thinking there, Stacey. Do I feel hungry? I don't know if I do or not. That's a weird thing to say, isn't it? West Ham. See that state. I was near that West Ham stadium the other day when I was flying from London City Airport. I just I feel sorry for the West Ham fans, man. It's just crap, in it. Ah, right, okay. I know. I left in Christmas '97, so it's all changed. Yeah, I know. It's aye. So, Max, were you an officer? You look as if you would be. No, the Germans are great people, man. Aye, that's the one thing I've always. The one thing is, Evie, mate. I mean, because when I'm in Thailand, I go up in the morning and I've got a flask of water bottle, and I always stick the salt tablets in there, what they call, put them in no matter what. They're great for hangovers as well. And I down a litre of that when I'm drinking my coffee. You'll see me talking crap when I'm out there next week. So we're live and direct to you from what day did I get there? Wednesday, Thursday. I should get down the road. I'm in the house about 10 o'clock UK time on Thursday, and I'll probably come on live. Well, no, I know what I have to do. I have to go to Tesco's with a missus shopping. They've got, well, it's not Tesco anymore, whatever it's called. what Lotus, they bought them out. Bought them out. Aye. I mean, look, I'm 133 kilograms, and that's dangerous. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? At 51-year old, you know. But the good thing is where I live, like they've got nice beaches and all that, and that's where I can stick the headphones on and away. I'm not a beaches person, like, and I mean, you've seen my view out here in Troon, it's lovely, but sand just annoys me. But like I've got beaches like that from just you'll see, and it's I go walks in the morning and all that, and it's what month this? Still rainy season. Look, when I spoke to Kate, my youngest one earlier, it was hoofing down outside. Do you know what? I hope I can be doing a live podcast when it's the thunder lightning going. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool. Like some of them thunder strikes, man. I swear one night, well, lying there, it was 3 in the morning or something like that. And there was a thunder strike, man. And I tell you what, the house moved. The next morning, there was a crack in the kitchen, you know. But yeah, good to know, Stacey. Good to know that your poo's tight, love. You know, but aye. Somebody said as well with the beer and all that, you can. But I know guy. One of the rigs I was on the Clare platform. There was a guy. There's guys are losing at 22, 23, 24, 25 kilos. All right, yeah, aye. But where I live, aye, yes, I like it. It's nice, a nice wee cul-de-sac. Neighbours are nice because there's a lot of. It's a kind of well-to-do town, Regon, because there's a huge, massive refinery there. That's my farts are starting already, Stacey. Um, what was I trying to say? Aye, so I've done shutdowns there before, so isn't it? It totally is, Eve. It is. It's not right, you know. Aye, because fat and ties pompooey. So the kids like calling me that. But yeah, my middle one, Shampoo, she's doing her masters now. So she's going to be the money maker for us all. I Kate, my youngest, she's my aye. I'm going to stick on the Sunderland game. I know it doesn't start for a bit, but aye. Again, thank you all for um, joining. Look, I love each and every other podcast. There's only one online Rangers place off. The guy's a clown, but I'll not get into that. But I love all. Like, do you know who I really like? See, the Rangers Rabble. What's the chap's name again? I listen to him intently because he's a bit different, and it was him that actually really gave me the push to say that Russell Martin is really dog poo because he was. I think his name's Martin, isn't it? Martin. I really like listening to Martin. I think he's one of the best. They're all good. All get their vote. Stevie, Big Davey, and all that. But I like. I got you, you dummy. I really like listening to Martin. There's something that he's a bit different. I like the way he does stuff. And I remember the one time, I think Tim's jumped on it as well. He had a guy on, and the guy said something racist, and it was a throwaway comment. The guy didn't mean it, but Martin shut him down instantly. He was like not having it, and he apologised and all that. Aye. That's the thing, Maggie. There's a good wee gang of us all ex forces. I mean, there's everyone, you know, and there's always a kinship. Like, when you go offshore, whether ex Royal Navy, Crabs, RAF, or Army, there's always a. Yeah, I'm not saying how it's hard to explain, is it? There's a kinship's a word in it, but that doesn't mean that you know. I know. I tell you what. Aye, that's. I mean, there's times when it's just me. It's you lot. Oh, hang on. Let me get rid of this guy. Sorry, give me a second. That's one of those. Ah, right. Aye, I mean, like that because my pal Mickey, PR Mickey, as I said, he's in PR. He said because this is kind of getting a bit busy and all that. He says, "Don't change, do not change." You know what I mean? And mate. I mean, I've got my like I keep saying, my wee Kate, she's buzzing about this. Like, you know, she's telling her mates that I'm. The thing is. and this isn't against anyone use. I won't post links to my daughter's social medias and that on the page because I just don't want any who's jumping in and saying things to her. You know what I mean? Good on you, Sean. The thing is, I did enjoy my time in the Navy, but I wouldn't do it again. But what I would do, I would learn if I was to go back and do my trade again. It would be the ET type stuff, the computer stuff. Because see, my hands and all that are knackered from being a mechanic. Having my head kicked in, you know. Aye, but yeah. Uh, just give me a wee second. I'm going. Stacey's made me need a poo. I don't, I'm not really. I'm just turning the heating down. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Davy Moyes, that's somebody I always like listening to Davy Moyes chat. I think he's quite a bit of a gentleman. I'm back. Aye, no, the thing is, there's a good little gang formed on the page. You know what I mean? Good, real good people. Because some of the comments I get just blow me away. I'm like, fucking hell, man. The thing is, here's the thing, Stace, right? For argument mate Stacey, I mean, if you ever want to come on the podcast, I would absolutely love that. I definitely want Lassie's coming on. Daft Maggie as well. If it was me and you, like when I did, when I had, what's the singer name? Oh, crap. I keep forgetting. I would write, say Stacey, you were coming on. I would write down what we were going to talk about, but it's just a general, like Mickey said, he taught me, and he's interviewed everyone from Kanye West and Taylor Swift and Bono. He's interviewed all them. See if you right, say we're talking about the Rangers game like next week or whatever. Then we talk about an offside. Then we talk about this. See if the example he made. He said, see if you start talking about a Greg's steak bake you had today, and it was brilliant. Keep talking about that because, like you say, you can tell it's scripted. If you go off script, that's brilliant. You know what I mean? Aye. Oh, Stephen, I can't wait to see them all, man. I mean, I've been doing this rotational work all my life. Like I'm 55. I've been with Apple, the wife, 18 years. Well, something 18, 19 years. The best woman on this planet. I get away with murder at times, but she's great with me. She's the best mum in the world. I know you're all great mums, but I just can't wait to see them. Like and knowing I don't need to leave them again. You know what I mean? I can, and it's the pages helping me financially. Not listen, it's not a lot, but I've got other, and I can still do maybe a shutdown or two. But if I do work in Thailand, I'm going home every night. That's it. I'm not going. But I might still do offshore jobs. But if I'm doing an offshore job, it's a 700 quid a day job, tax free. You know what I mean? And I carry not back. But yeah. Aye. 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 Aye, a pie, yeah, pie. A pie's a backpacker place. Like, I know there's going to be backpackers reading this, but a lot of them have, uh, they're know-alls. You know what I mean? Well, basically, that's what happened to me. I went to Tatty, my mate Tatty, he's on the page. You'll see you guys, Stephen Tate, comment a lot. One of the best people on this earth. We went out for his 40th, 21, 22 years ago. His birthday's January the 28th. A reason I know because my brother's birthday's the 28th, the 30th. And I just thought I want to stay here, and I kind of did. Not quite that. Yeah, I know. And the thing is, right, see the rainy season, people kind of take it the wrong way. It rains in the morning for an hour, then rains at night for an hour, and you know what it's like. It hoofs it down. I love it. It's great sitting on my porch just watching it. But aye, humidity is a bit. But I like the page. It's just I'll never. Obviously, if I do a podcast with somebody, there's a script. But I say, I just because I came on tonight with absolutely no idea what I'm going to talk about. You know, and that's it. I don't want. I know people say to me, "Oh, I thought this was a Rangers page." Like when I do stuff about the Open or Wimbledon, it's like, nah. Well, I'm always going to do this. Something's gone wrong here. Hang on. Aye. I've done something wrong here. Can you still see me? Did someone make a comment? I've done something here because of my tube. I've done. See this fucking. I know what it is. Right, hang on. Right, that's okay. Right, I can't take him off. What a pillock. I got. I've seen a picture. Samui. I've never been to Samui. I need to Chiang Mai. I've never been up north. Right, thank you. I live in Rayong City. What have I done here? I don't. Morning, Jim. But I'm not going to change the way I do it. Let this just talk crap. I don't know what I've done here. Give me a second. I'll try the pen. Right, I'm going to try something a second. Give me a second. Holy crap, there's something all right here. Right, can you right? Can you everyone left because I did something. Aye, Angus. Angus, it's on the pages from Rangers Radio. They don't get much. Aye, sorry, not yet. Right, I'm back. Sorry. Right, aye. It's just I'm not the best way. Aye. Aye, no, like I say, I'm not going to. People don't want to watch me, don't watch me, but I know somebody asked me not to do it, go on at the same time that their podcast is on, and I don't because they asked me because I think, aye, no, I'm going to do another one. That was private anyway. But I'm looking forward to this Sunderland game. There's wee Maggie. You talk some shite. Oh, there we go. Yeah, are you in the left or the right, John, in the picture? I can't make my mind up. Right, everyone, press 1 if you think John is the person on the right-hand side of that display picture I've put on. Hey, here, John, here's the thing, mate. And this will annoy you. You've just made me money by saying that. Thank you. You know, when somebody takes time to say something like that, you're doing something right. Hopefully, it's annoying them. Like a Carragher's annoying me. Yeah, John's definitely the one on the right, isn't he? Number 1. Yeah, definitely. He probably beats his wife. But anyway. Stevie boy. Because what I do, right, this sounds terrible. I recognise a lot of you from your display pictures, so don't change them. You know, I know Maggie. I know there's people you do get. You know, because one thing Pierre Mickey said, and he's an expert. You don't single out people out for too much praise, because. But I'll get rid of him now. Sorry, where is he? There he's out. Oh, I remember I blocked somebody on here by accident. He was a good Rangers fan as well. Oh, what's the wrong name? Oh, I forgot about that. Right, this is. Oh, I might have just clicked something. Oh, excuse me. Right, I'm getting a delivery tomorrow for it's a golf bag thing. Give me a second. I'm just it's about my thingy anymore. Give me a second, give me. All right, yeah. The building is. Thank you. Right, sorry, mate. Sorry. Sorry, a golf bag. What have I done? Oh crap! I see this. Can you all see me? Ah! Hang on a minute. I'm just absolutely rubbish at that. Ah, there we go. I don't think you can. I'm not sure how you do it in the live, John. I'm squinting, I know. But sorry, I'm just crap at this. Right, I'll get rid of the pen. The one thing is Emirates allow you to your golf bag's free as long as it's not over 20 kilos. So I can stick with some trainers in there. That's the thing. I'll get a lot of trainers. Is that how you do it? Aye. I don't know, man. Some of it's there's four lads of the dream going. There's four lads on going like he's always worth listening to. I see. I'm not one of these that wants. I've got no issue with other podcasts. So that's crap when you do that. You know, other pages. You know, I like the journal lads. The journal lads, but I'm not a stats person because my stats is how many goals we've scored and conceded. But see the stat guy on the journal, man, it's like wow, the work they do is brilliant, man. I do. Listen, I do look at stats, but I don't get too caught up in them because right. See with Thelwell doing the thing, we're stats based. Why not just go and watch the boy play football? Because they're on about the stats because it's going to look as if we're going to make his money in the future. If the boy's playing well for Rangers, a team's going to come in and offer you money for him. As simple as that. You know, and that's the way I work anyway. Cheers, Chris. Let's see. Tomorrow, we chalk, my pal. If you ever need your house cleared, by the way, and your garden done and all that, my pal Chalk, I can't remember what he's called, these removals. I went to school him. He's one of us. He's a good guy. He's a great golfer. We Chalk. If you're from Troon, you know it is. Get in touch with me, and I'll give you his contact details, and he'll go. I'll go anywhere. I think sort of like in the Ayrshire, Glasgow area, because he stripped my mum's house. He did the garden. He did the garage, and it was brilliant. You know what I mean? So aye. Yeah, you're Franky. The one thing. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely agree with their call. We've got a professional there. No, the journal lads are good. Like I like them. I like the journal lads. I mean, and they're just new started out. The thing is, if Scotty's watching this, I think the journal are live now anyway. Like Scotty, I think he's a gaffer at the Journal. He added me to a group chat yesterday, and I left it. Then he added me again. Believe it or not, I hate group chats. You know what I mean? But because see on the page, I've got a thing. There's a thing comes up. I can actually make a WhatsApp group for us, but then people get each other's phone numbers and all that, and it's just if I want to say something, I say it like this. You know what I mean? And I've had loads of people ask me if I need help and all that. And technically, I probably do need help because I don't comment to way enough. I don't comment enough. I don't reply to enough comments. But then it's not me. Then that the reason I started the page because there was four of us in another page. It's long gone, and we were all four of us. We were north, south, east, and west. And I just started this, and here we are. Aye, aye. Not like I say. Tomorrow, wee chocolate's going to empty the flat. He's done me a deal and all that, and he just gets it done. And I don't envy him because the thing is, there's got the lift here, but you can't use the lift for the heavy stuff because it's busted the lift before. And like I say, I might actually go to the Rangers Museum tomorrow. I might go up to Glasgow tomorrow while he's doing all that because I don't want to be here when he's taking stuff out and he picks something up and like, oh, should I take that? Because it was you, music persuaded me to take the dolphin, my grand's dolphin, to Thailand. So. Ah, that's quite funny. That's a good crack. See, that's what I like about chat G's like that. Just having a good crack. Like it's just like being sort of, it's like pub talk, innit? If any of yous want to come on, please do. I'll send you the link to come on. And I tell you what, if any of you, because I'm what I'm dying to do is get more little gang going. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the podcasters jump around from each other, and that's great because they're all brilliant. But I'd like to get on wee gang. I've got I know I got wee Tam off the journal lads, but I love wee Tam because I'm the old fart. He's a young team. There's a dynamic there. Um, and with John on the other night from Adelaide, oh crap, was it Adelaide? I can't remember. He was brilliant as well. So I want him involved. But I definitely want a female, one of the lassies. But what we'd do is we'd do a trial one because you can actually pre-record this, and if I can pre-record it, and if it's not for you, I would delete it. You know what I mean? Because I know it's not for everyone. Here's Bob. I I think it'll be Chermiti. I think that's a guy. Aye, aye, because there's a thing in the admin section of it on the page. There's a thing reply to these comments, and it's like over 200 comments that I've not seen. And some and people have written War and Peace, real good replies, and I feel dead guilty that I've not even liked it. Because even if I just put a thumbs up or that or a like, it shows people I've read it, and they've taken their time. Because people are kind enough to take their time. Because I know there's a million and one places online you can talk about Rangers, and like I say, like my traffic's massive at the moment. Oh, I've got a good room. No, well, to be honest, there is a couple of people in the background look after it. My mate Gary that I grew up with from Troon, he's got admin rights. He's got full admin rights. But the only reason he's got it is because I used to get banned for like months on an end. I used to get suspended in Facebook all the time just for getting arguments with people. I don't do it anymore. But when I get a month ban on my normal Facebook page, like I've put it up. My Franky Francis, that's me. I'll put it up again. You can follow me on that as well. Um, it blocks me on here as well. So, but if it really takes off, there's plans in place. There's somebody will get Mickey's got a person for me that will help admin it. Because I think the main thing the page light is because there's no away fans comment, and it's dead easy for every page to do that. Because when you make a post, you click the three buttons. Only followers can reply. It's easy, and for a follow for because the odd Tim get filters through, I can't stop them all, but they've actually liked the page and had to wait the 24 hours to comment, which you know. And the good thing is, if one gets through, if one gets through, you lot DM me right away anyway, so that's great, you know. Aye, in the podcast. Aye, because the lassies that you've got Maggie, would you come on and chat about Rangers and everything? Or we need to get an ex Forces one, or not ex Forces, Matlows and Pongos and Crapfats, and everyone that's not in the Forces do not know. Oh, right, okay, right. We'll get it. So, do you want to come on now then? Hang on, I can send you the link. Right, I might make a backside of this. Hang on a minute. There's a way you can do that. How do I do it? Oh, Oh, there it is. I know how to do it. If you copy that, if you copy that into your browser, it'll come up. Anyone do it. I can only bring 2 on anyway. Aye. The thing is, Stacey, see, doing it from your phone, it's not quite. You know what I mean? It's quite. It's not. You need a. But I do it from my iPad, and that's all right. But like I say, I'm going to get. I need to get a lap. I've not had a laptop for ages because I've not really needed one. But I'm going to. Once the money comes through for the flat, I'm going to. That's my present's going to be a set a new DJ index, new decks, and a laptop. I'm going to get a MacBook Air. There you go, Maggie. How many? 157. That's all right. But yeah, yeah, shite, Maggie. I'm only joking, Mag. What we'll do, Maggie, we'll do a dummy run, right? When I get to Thailand, when it suits you, we'll do it, and we'll do it we'll do it after a game one night, right? And oh, there we go. This is. I'm just calling you a crap bag. There we go. How you doing?
I'm all right, pal. Can't believe you got me doing this.
It's easy. You've seen it. Nobody expects anything from you. But you smoking a vape has just removed all the money I've made because it stops it.
Mate, you should have given me a heads up.
No, I'm only joking. If you smoke, you swear, or you drink alcohol, it stops. No, do what you want. It doesn't bother me at all. I'm only joking.
It's what you like.
But I think if you're drinking alcohol, YouTube blocks you right away. It doesn't block you; it demonetizes you. But that's not for me. So when did you leave the mob then? The Navy. When did you leave the Navy?
I left in 2015.
Right, because you were an old fart when you joined up, weren't you?
Yes, I certainly was. I was 27 when I joined the Navy.
You were a class leader then, weren't you?
No, nothing like that.
Right, you joined at Raleigh, right, or were you an officer?
No, I was a rating.
Right.
What they did, I went to recruitment fair at the. I think you've got a different name for it now, the SEC or something. And so I had a choice between all 3 services, and the Navy were recruiting old farts at the time, so I went to the Navy.
Because I joined up at Queen Street, and do you know when it was? It was the night. It was 1991, January the 30th or something like that. It was the night that, remember, Saddam invaded Kuwait. It was the night the war started. It went to a news flash. And remember, back then, news flashes were a massive thing. You know what I mean? And then the next, because my dad was a cop in Glasgow, actually. But then what was it the next day? But it was certainly within a day or two. I'd been to Ralph Slater's to get a suit. And I joined up as a writer, though, because at the time, I just wanted to join, I wanted to join up as an aircraft engineer. But the thing is, you don't know at the time, the Navy, it doesn't matter what you want to join up as. If they need somebody, they just push you towards that. So I joined up as a writer, and I thought, I'm not doing this, man. Then I just recategorised over to the marine engineer stuff. But that's just class when you... I know, there's Sean. I know.
We'll get on. But Sean, if you're ever done this way, I'm still in Gosport. Give us a shout, mate.
All right, so you stayed down there. I take it you married down there and all that.
I did.
Right, okay, we'll leave it at that. The face says it all. It's years. I would love to go back down there and look because I left. I left from the Cardiff and ended. I was the gym runner. What's it called? Plymouth. What's it? Drake. That was actually all right because I got to wear joggies and all that the PTIs wore, but without the club stringers on it. So that was brilliant. But so I was always Pompey based. I like Portsmouth.
The thing is, if you're ever done this way, give me a shout. I'll shout for breakfast.
Aye. Because it's all changed on it. Like the Mucky Duck, the pubs are all gone now into the ones that I would have remembered.
Aye. I mean, gosh, compared to what it was like in 2003, it's so quiet now.
Aye.
But there's some really good pubs.
Aye.
I mean, where you
The Georgian
I need to
Dragon,
be
was that it?
careful. Georgian Dragon.
Is it still there?
The building's still there.
The
It
pub's not.
occasionally opens, which makes you question.
Ah, right. Aye.
Aye, but if you came down and with it, I won't say anything without your
Aye.
permission. But my breakfast club, it's right in the heart of the Explosion Museum.
Oh, I don't know that. Aye. Because is Emma still there?
Emma's
The
is still
nightclub.
there, aye.
Really? Because I had a fight in there, and that's when I went over the wall because of that place. we leathered a load of bouncers in there. I tell you what, that was bad that night. Something happened, and there used to be a kitchen in it, and I remember whenever the fight happened, we were all in the kitchen, and it was like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. We're throwing pots and pans across the bouncers. We're outside, get arrested by the civilian police. They handed me over to the provost, and I was the second Martlow to go to Colchester.
Wow.
Aye, and I tell you what, it was a crack. Aye.
You and Sean, we were sort of talking on the sidelines about what I did.
Aye.
And when I'm listening to you talking about your move to Thailand, I quietly chuckle at myself because I worked with the Thai Navy.
Aye. But I think is I moved there 20 years ago. All I've done is sold this flat here. That's all. Because I used to come back here for offshore work. That was all. But the thing is, my daughter wants to join up. She wants to join the Thai Air Force, and I'm all for that. You know,
they don't mess about.
no, not at all. And the thing is, my daughter, my youngest one, Kate, she's me, and she tries all the tricks. And I just say, listen, you. I invented all this stuff, and she's great. No, she's a good kid. But the main thing I've told her, I want her to leave with a trade, whether it's an electrician, a mechanic, or ET. You know, just don't join up as a, because that's the one thing I tell anyone before they join up. I say, I understand you want to join up, but you remember you're going to leave one day. So try and get a trade. I do understand if you want to be a para or a bootneck and a soldier. That's a total different thing. But you've got to remember when you leave. Right on you go, pal.
The thing to remember, or something that I tell people that are interested in joining up, is that you'll get educated if you want it. It's there. The days are just going and learning your trade, and that's you done, kind of thing. That doesn't happen anymore. So, and you get money afterwards as well, so that you can go to university and things like that.
Right.
With my circumstances, I've went completely backwards. I really need to tell you this because it's funny.
Go on.
So, in a bad place, down my luck and all this kind of stuff. 2 years ago, I was like, right, do you know what? I'm going to go back and do it all again. And I signed up for college.
Right.
And hopefully this will be next year or next term will be my last term at college, and I'm going to go to university and become a psychologist or a psychiatrist.
Oh, that's brilliant. What the Navy's helping you with that, or the government?
No, the Navy helps. It's called enhanced learning credits, and it will take you so far. So they'll step in. I don't think they'll need to, but the option's there for anybody out there that's listening to this.
Right.
They'll step in with ELC for higher education when you leave the mob, or sorry, the services.
Aye. That's the one thing. When we talk about it, try and keep it. Remember, we're talking to a lot of strawberries. No, but you're right. But that's the one for me. Like you've got to remember you're going to leave. The thing is, there is a lot of people offshore that were in the Navy, especially there's I think you're crackling. That sounds a bit better now.
2 seconds.
Aye, take your time. This is good. It's good to get a lassie on. I nearly said something really sexist there, but I won't.
You know, well, you don't know me, but it feels like you do. But
Aye.
I don't care. It's funny though at the Breakfast Club. So, um, well, you know, I run a veterans armed forces and veterans breakfast club,
Right.
and the older guys, me and your youngsters, mate. Honestly,
Aye.
it's funny. But the older guys come in and they'll go, "So were you a friend then?" And I go, "No."
Right.
And they're like, "So what were you if you weren't a friend?" It's like service women.
Right. Okay. Aye. There was we called you a lot of different words back then, but I'll not say them. You know, I never really did, but you know there was, you know the words. No, carry. You were.
I'll say it and I won't swear.
I forgot.
I remember
But I know field. I know Pompey Field. I wasn't a field gunner, but I know I follow the Pompey Field Gun crew, Facebook, and they're I know they have a breakfast club. They all look after each other. You've got a lot of feedback, Maggie. Hello. Can you get earphones?
Somewhere.
Aye, it's no rush. Aye, it's just because there's a lot of feedback. Like sometimes the headphones help.
It might be the telly.
Aye, it could be. Aye. Aye, she's aye, Ramon. I mean, you know yourself, Sean. The lassies get a raw deal sometimes. They did when I was in. There was still the old farts that said that Wrens there should be Wrens at sea and all that, but it's that's a lot of crap. Like
I don't know what's happening, so I'm just going to go back on the normal.
Aye, I think it's just aye. I think it's just that your Wi-Fi might not be strong enough or something.
Might be.
Aye. Aye, because at any time I speak, it's all crackly back. Oh, there she goes.
No.
Aye, you're still there. Excuse me.
I don't know how to get it.
Aye, I know that's it, Sean. It's aye, like aye. Oh well. Aye, there's a bit of feedback there with Maggie, but Maggie's class, man. But like, she takes her time out to help veterans and all that, and especially the older guys. Well, I mean, I'm old, but you know, because something I've never thought about in the past. I watched a thing in YouTube the other day. It's about the loneliness thing, like you know. I never. The thing is, because for all you see me on the page, see when I'm not offshore, I can go a week, 2 weeks without talking to anybody apart from on the page. Because not that I mean, I can go out with mates, no problems. Because I guess I can do the loner thing all right. But I guess when you're older, but I always know there's people around me. But I guess there's people with no pals and people that have maybe passed on or their partners passed on. I can understand that. So people like lassies and lads like Maggie are worth their weight in gold, you know. Aye. I don't know. You know, you're the same, Sean. Like it's a matter of your ship. Like all my old ships have all got their own pages, but I don't really go on many Royal Navy pages for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of. I look at the Royal Navy page, you know, their official one, and I always put their posts in the comments. You know, aye, that was class, Maggie, to pop in. It's because it's. I know it's not easy to talk. Like as you can see, I'm a gobby so and so. But if you'd said to me even a year ago I'd be doing this, I'd have told you to beat it. But then when I looked at that thing, I thought, oh, aye, you know. So, but aye, oh yeah, did he? Oh, that's not for everyone, man. It's that's the thing about look. I was going to ask you a question you couldn't answer there, so I'll not ask. I was just going to ask you about getting in touch with home, but that would have been. I'll not ask that. Aye, but yeah. So Mariners, you're a different breed, you know. But I was based in Faslane. Aye, aye. See, Maggie, see doing it from my phone. It's no. You better with your laptop and just switch. Like I've switched all the other stuff off. Actually, I've just realised he cut me off the other day because I'm finished. But I'm using my neighbour's Wi-Fi. So and I think he watches this now and again. So if you're watching Donny, he's from Glasgow, but I think he's a Queens Park fan. So he says growing up he just didn't he couldn't be bothered with all the Rangers Celtic stuff, and you got to respect that, you know. Aye, Max, that's brilliant. You've come on. You've given me a buzz there. You're coming on. You've got plenty to say, like you know, and yeah, it's like I say, and the thing is, you know, when you're talking with Rangers fans that they all respect the armed forces. You know what I mean? It's it's right. Okay, that was the one I was wondering. If you do die, you will get off, won't you? Well, you know what I mean. Right. Okay. I think that. Right. Okay. But still, I know you've got to be careful. But I don't want to. I don't want to put you in a position by asking you a stupid question. But But I know. I wish. See now. There's a few things that I wished I'd done with the page. I wish I'd because one of my podcasts is going to be from Oswald's with Brian. But I wish I'd done it now. Anyway. But like I say, if any's are in Thailand, like even because I'm a lot from, like how far am I? I'm about 2 hours from Bangkok. So if somebody was in Bangkok, I would certainly probably come up and see them because you know it's you guys on the page that keep me going. Like you know, I just wish I wish I'd started doing these lives a lot longer ago. Because if you remember, my first ever podcast was with Derek Parlane, which was I couldn't believe it when he said he would do it because I've chatted to him on Instagram for a while. And let's be honest, if Derek Parlay was around now, that's a 30, 40 million pound player. And do you know what was brilliant? I remember because I said Derek's all right. He said, no problem. I was like, oh, all right. And he says he gets asked a lot, but he doesn't, he says no to a lot. And I'd never done a podcast. And it was just nice to get and that is a Rangers legend. And he's got a great story as well. But I talked to him before we went live. I recorded it, I actually recorded it. And Rangers, who was it we signed? It might be Asgard we signed. Says, Derek, we've just signed a player. He's like, who is it? Who is it? It was just me and you. He was excited to see who it is. And the thing is about what Derek Parlane said, he said himself, he's just happened to be a good football player that lived our dream. And he says, what was brilliant about Derek Parlane, he says he never takes it for granted his position. You know what I mean? He knows he was lucky, and he scored one of our most important goals ever against Bayern Munich. And his whole story was brilliant, like, and he's just a gentleman. Like, if you don't follow Derek Parlane on Instagram, go follow him because I tell you what, he'll probably follow back and he'll comment and all that. He's a gentleman, you know. Could do with someone like him now, but like I say, if he was around now, he's at Man United or he's playing in the Premier League, you know, because he was some of the goals he scored as well, man, were brilliant. You know, he's an all. Oh, right, good on you, Mags. Aye, aye. Yeah, that's the thing. In Thailand, there is a lot of ex military. Oh, there's a brilliant one. There's a play if like in Thailand, there's a lot of ex because Pattaya near where I live, where it was it got its founded from the Vietnam War. Because actually, the Navy, where my wife grew up, was on Sattahip Navy Base, and that was where the Americans used the B-1 bomb. Was it the big one? It was a huge American. The Americans used it in the Vietnam War. So my wife grew up around that, and her father was actually in the Royal Thai Navy. He was an officer. He was a catering officer. So that's why she's such a good, such a good. Emmerdale, get in there. My wife, so that's why she's such a good cook. But what was I trying to say? So there's a lot of Vietnam vets live in Thailand, live in Pattaya. I get friends with a lot. What this guy John, because every year there's a thing called Operation Cobra Gold. It's an exercise in Thailand. The Americans come over and learn jungle warfare and all that. You know, if you're ex forces guys or force guy, you know what I mean. But John's a a liaison officer. John's passed away. Actually, he was actually on the what was that when the ship blew up? It was at the Missouri when the turret blew up. He was on it at the time. Anyway, that's a different story. But here's what I digress, and it's Maggie that's giving me this. Every Friday there was a go-go bar down Soy 13-2. It was near the Dog's Bollocks actually, um, and it was owned by a Vietnam vet. And every Friday 4 o'clock onwards, vets would go there, meet up. Well, it was British, American, Canadians, Germans. It didn't matter. But I tell you what, you had to prove who you were. You know what I mean? And there was, because the guys come in there say, "Oh, I'm ex-SAS, next all this crap." But no, you had to. And all you do is give your. It's easy to show. But this was. This was allowed. You had. I mean, I had to give my service number and ask. I was asked a few questions by a Navy guy that only us would know. Like, what's Procedure Alpha? What's Yankee Patrol? Things like that. You know what I mean? And if you're in the Navy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Nobody can answer that. There was another question. Which watch were you? And inside the first or second of port or starboard, and then they would one of them I was on 42s, type 42s, so they asked me a couple of questions. I passed. That's what I'm saying. But I remember once, and one of the guys that drank me, I seem to remember he was Welsh, and he was definitely he was ex SAS. He was a bit, but I liked him, and there was a guy came in and said, "I'm here. My name's Dave Smith." Somebody asked me what he says I was regiment, because I think that's what the SS guys call themselves, regiment. Says he was regiment, and I'm sure the guy's whatever the guy's name was, he was Welsh. He went up, and the guy was out the door within 15 seconds. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know. There we go. Oh, cheers, George. Aye, it's good to talk about. It's like, and as I say, we know we can talk about it on this Rangers page because we're all extremely pro British. I know there is some Rangers fans don't like us, but anyway, that's up to them. But yeah, it's a good time, but it's a good time. The thing is, Martin, right? You'll know. 9 in a row happened, and we all knew Celtic would have their time, and we'd have a dip. It's natural, it happens. But we never saw this. 4 trophies. Was it 4 trophies in 15 years? And it's us old farts. We saw 9 in a row. We saw success. See the young team. Let's say the Union Bears. They've never seen a successful Rangers team, really. You know what I mean? And look what happened in 9 in a row. 9 in a row, 55. That was mental outside Ibrox. You know what I mean? It's it's a young team. I'm looking forward to seeing us being on top. You know what I mean? Um, Oh, I'm sure, Maggie. I'm sure. Thing is, Maggie, I know you from the page, and when I'm blaring with you there, I'm pretty sure you don't take any prisoners, and the lads and lassies in your club will have your back anyway. But yeah, have you got a Facebook page? Because I'll post it. I'll gladly post it. That's it. I get asked every day to post stuff for people, and it's like I don't. I feel a bit guilty at times, but I've got my way of doing things, you know. And as I say, Daft Mickey that looks after me behind the scenes, he just says keep doing what you're doing, and that's his job, you know. So but because there's another page I would like you to all join. It's called the Walter Mitty Hunters Club on Facebook. What they do is they pull up people that pretend they're ex forces and all that, and they do a great job. Like, you know what I mean, pulling out people that make money, saying they were a veteran. Yeah, it's stupid to try and say you were. And the thing is, the British public, if you're right, for argument's sake, this goes for anyone. You're sitting in a pub next Saturday, and you start talking to a guy, and the guy says, "Oh, I used to be in the Royal Marines. I used to be a paratrooper. I used to be SS." 99% of people believe them. You know what I mean? Because you take people for what they're worth, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a lot of people do that and make a lot of money off it. Scammers, you know. Oh, it was brilliant, man, wasn't it? I mean, I was sitting here, right, and I was like, we won, and I was like, and I, in the car, I'm up the 77, broke the speed limit, scarf out the window. And I remember the slip off in the 77 as you turn left to go to Ibrox. That's the area of Glasgow I'm from. I'm from Dunbrec. And I was on the roof of my motor, man. It was just brilliant. That was the biggest hit I had on the page. I had 1.2 million people watching my stream at one point. Yeah, no, aye. But you know yourself, Sean, like that Waterman Hunters Club. I'll post a link to them soon because they're brilliant people, and I've no idea who they are. But they, yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? We just kept a hold of some of those players 1 year too long, but anyway, it happened. But the thing is, like when Celtic fans used to say, "Ah, we've won 9 in a row as well." I used to say to my, "But do you remember it?" Unfortunately, they do. But anyway, that's the way it is. Well, again, thank you all for listening to my crap. That's me been on for 2 hours talking knickers. And let's say we've been talking about Rangers, we've been talking about farts, we've been talking about that Manjaro, get advice for that. Talking about the dolphin. I was going to get thrown out, but you thought me he's going to Thailand with me. Aye. 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 But like I say, it's aye. Oh, it was just brilliant, man. Thing is, I'd actually bought flares and I didn't know how do you use this? And one of the Union Bears, I gave for it with one of the Union Bears and that was it, man. Aye. Yeah, I know they do mess up sometimes the Union Bears, but they're just young lads loving their club, man. That's it. They're a good bunch. Them like I've helped them a couple of not helped them. I gave them a heads up of a guy I wasn't sure about once, but I think they looked into him and said there wasn't enough info to really go for him. But yeah, aye. I was in Pattaya actually with Gary, my admin guy on here. We were in the with the Witherspoons. It's moved now. It's not the Witherspoons from the UK, but they call themselves that. It was just that was the best. See that strip, that Umbro strip. That's the best strip we've had. I love that. They do, mate. No, the thing is, I'll be honest with you. Ibrox has not had a great atmosphere since 1980s. You know what I mean? But there's nowhere beats it. See Ibrox. See when all four stands are all together. Now there's nothing beats that, man. Right. But the game I want to go to is Boca River Plate. Listen, I know I'm going to get fights over this. That's the biggest rivalry in football for me. That Boca River Plate, man. There's no away fans anymore. That's just pure evil. That you know. I went down a YouTube rabbit hole about that recently. I've got a lot of it downloaded as well on YouTube. And oh, if you don't know, here's another left field moment. The best subscription I've got is YouTube. No adverts, and you can download, and it's handy. I've got about 250 uh, documentaries and all that downloaded on here. You know, some of them be 5 minutes long, some of them are 40 minutes. But if you think that the YouTube subscription is the best, because let's be honest, everyone knows how to get Netflix and Paramount and all that through those little things that go on fire. So, but yeah. I was in Holland with helicopters Sunday. I was living just outside Rotterdam. I didn't know because I didn't have the Wi-Fi. I didn't have internet in my flat. So I actually thought Celtic won the league. I didn't know we'd won the league till about 20 minutes afterwards. Jumped up and split my head open because I was in my room was on the top of the top of the building. I cracked my head. Didn't care. Didn't give a shit. There is that the thing is, Steve, Sean, lad. That's it. You're just thinking that something's got to click eventually. The thing we just need rid of Thelwell. We need rid of that position. That's the thing. It's not just Thelwell himself. Well, it is because he's gave his son a job, and I don't care what he said. He should not have done that, you know. But he did. But what time's that? I've been on here for 2 hours talking mince like. Uh, that's class. Well, good. Aye, see, my best. I wasn't at that, but all my mates that have been same age as me say that's the best atmosphere. There's been a few games of best atmosphere. The one there's been Celtic games. There's that one where who was it? It was Dynamo Kiev where Alan McCoy's poked someone. And that was something else. When Goff scored the equaliser against Celtic, and Graham Roberts is giving it that. But there was one for me that doesn't get mentioned often. 1991 against Aberdeen. Remember, all Aberdeen needed was a draw at Ibrox to win the league, and they were a good side back then, Aberdeen. You know what I mean? And Souness had just left. I had a season in the Copeland front row P seat 22 yellow section. I remember walking into Ibrox about 2:30, and it was full and it was bouncing, and I thought we're not losing this. That atmosphere that day was something else, and it doesn't get talked about much. Aye, aye, aye. Roma. I mean, the thing is, right again, people are going to say it doesn't matter which year it is. For me, Europe's always a perk. It's just a great night out. We're never going to win the Champions League, although we've been to contradict myself. We've been to two European Cup Winners' Cup final, whatever it's called, the UEFA Cup. But it's a money maker and all that. It's a 3 home based trophies that are the matter. You know what I mean? Um, Listen, we can still win the league. I don't think we will. I do think Hearts will fall away, but the thing is, Celtic know how to win. That's it. They just know how to win. And the annoying thing this year is we all saw what's happened with Rodgers. He did his usual, bottled it, and aye, we should. The chance was there. Anyway, don't live in the past too much. You know what I mean? As in Martin, that ball bag's not here anymore. Aye, but we've actually got quite favourable games coming up as well, haven't we? Who right? Well, apart from I'm talking about the league, it's Dundee's. Ibrox. I should know this. And then aye, we've got pretty favourable games coming up. I think we've got Hibs and Hearts in the same weekend. We think it's Hibs, Ibrox, and Hearts away. That'll be a big game. That'll be a great game. The thing because I don't watch a lot of Scottish football, but I've watched a few this year because I've got to for this. But see I watched the Hearts Hibs game, man, and Hibs as well. Hibs, they just try their bollocks off. You know what I mean? That's it. You know. But one of the biggest mistakes ever is not getting Shankland, and I get abuse on the page. People saying Shankland's no Rangers class. What is Rangers class? Yeah, absolutely. Listen, the European nights are brilliant. I love going to Ibrox at night. You know what I mean? Sitting there, there's something special about it, especially the big European games. Let's be honest. If we were the Rangers that we were under Gerrard and that, see this Roma game, that's all we were talking about tonight. Roma, I can't wait for the Roma game. I can't wait for the Roma game. Need to be able to get a ticket. I wouldn't be here, but I'd be people not begging. It's not a nice way to put it. People will be trying to get tickets. It'll be a sellout when they walk out. When the Ibrox will be absolutely bouncing, and Roma will fill their capacity there because I think they're allowed 3,500 or something, aren't they? They get the corner, then up into the Broomland. The atmosphere would be electric because let's be honest, the Italians know how to make noise, you know. But yeah, just watching this telly, absolutely, I think Jack Grealish is one of the best. Jack Grealish, I've got a lot of time for. I just like him. I know a lot of people think he's a young, arrogant so and so. I like the boy. I hope so, Sean. I hope so, Sean. Just it's terrible things that we shouldn't get. I just don't want to get pumped, you know. But aye. What time is it? Right. Right, this Sunday, right, 8 o'clock. I'm going to log off. So I've got 20 minutes. Like I know I think my other podcasts on. I hope I don't steal people from them. But aye. Like I say, I'm not going to change the way I do this. Just sit and talk knickers with you lot. Aye. And that 100 million price tag's not his fault. It's the same with Chermiti. It's not his fault, you know. Aye, aye. And he's you see, because I think he's his sister's Down syndrome or something like that. His sister's she's born with a disability, and we've seen what he does with kids getting in and out the ground and all that, you know. And apparently, he just sits all day on GoFundMe, sending 5,000 here, 5,000 there. You know what I mean? It's aye. Because I was told as well, see when Gaza was at Ibrox, he did a lot of that stuff, like, but he kept out the news because my mate Peter Nesty, Rangers were playing somewhere in Eastern Europe, and the Rangers they're in the Hilton or whatever, all that, and the players came in, they did their training at whatever the stadium was, and Peter was staying in the hotel as well, and Gaza came out and just played football with the street kids and emptied his bank account or took as much money as he could out the cash point and gave the kids it. You know, he is. I mean, what's he done wrong? Right, there's a drink driving thing, which right, that's wrong. But he's just a young daft lad, you know what I mean? And apparently he's a football nerd, isn't he? He's really into his, he's a Wikipedia of football. He loves the game. Ah, I know. I mean, to have young Ferguson at Ibrox, I know that's some talent that family had. I mean, a lot of you won't remember Derek Ferguson, but he was something else, man. Is that what it is? I know it's. And listen, it won't just be Jack Grealish that does that. There'll be loads do it. There'll be loads do it. But you bastard, my pillows fell. Anyway, but the thing is, they can't. What's the saying? They can't do good for doing right or something like that. If they put it in public that they've given money to X sort of thing, like you're just doing that to show off. You know what I mean? Aye. My mate that owns a bar in Thailand, well, he's not a mate, but I know him. He's a good guy. He's got a bar called Robin Hood and Patty. It's brilliant, brilliant food, good boozer. He, what am I trying to say? He brings over people, and he brought Gaz over. I think they did one in Patty at Bangkok and Phuket. Said he was brilliant, but he had somebody else, Tyson Fury, over. And all I will say is he was quite happy when the time Tyson Fury got on the plane from Bangkok. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's. Aye. I mean, Everton's a good club for him, isn't they? That's. I hope he's alone, isn't he? Everton are a great club. I like Everton. I don't know why, but do you know a team I hate, and I don't know why? Is Aston Villa, and there's no reason, and I've hated them since I was a kid, and there's no reason for me to dislike them. You know what I mean? They're no rival to Rangers. Or there's no. I know there's history there when we went down, but aye. Guys are just the wrong people. That Jimmy Five Bellies didn't do him any favours. There was some player though, and he's football mad, guys, isn't he? Like, he's one of the few players that likes football. Aye, it is. It's just aye. Like Kate, my youngest, she doesn't really. Well, she doesn't like football, but she's liked Liverpool. She's liked Man City. She's liked Everton. She's liked. I think it's just when there's a certain boy on the scene or something like that. Not that she'd like that, but you know what I mean. That's funny. That I love Gerard, man. I didn't want him the first time, but I wanted him back this time purely for the bounce. But it looks as if I've kind of Danny Rowe. Aye. Jordan Pickford. That's a guy that's loyal, Jordan Pickford there. Because let's be honest, he could probably go into just about any team. But he's stuck with Everton. I guess his family are settled in the Liverpool area. You watching this? Aye. That's why you're a submariner, mate. I'm joking. They still have that chip shop in Neptune. I remember when I was because I just stayed in when I was in the floating dock. I was just there. There used to be a chip shop. It was crap, like, but aye. And if they still get the Maggie or Sean, have they still got the McDonald's inside Guz inside the dockyard in Plymouth?
they can sort of ask him and rely on. And then obviously you've got his performance level is
Something that basic.
Nah, it wasn't that good, but it was always packed after whatever the bar was called. Aye, your red area pad. Aye. Is that camp still there? Is the camp still there? The peacekeeping camp? I used to enjoy going past it really slowly, just beeping my horn at 3 in the morning, like wake them up. That's no way to live. I've watched a few YouTube videos on that. Like I get them, but they're a pain in the neck shutting down the dockyard though at times, aren't they?
It certainly is.
Oh well, the Papa John's is alright. Oh, it's good piss head food though, isn't it? Yeah. Do they deliver them to the boats? Can you order it and they're allowed into the dockyard, into the red area? I don't know if I can say that, but you know what I mean. Are they allowed into the red area pass area, or do you need to go and get it?
and he goes to great lengths to build his.
3 glass shut.
Aye.
Oh, I've got some difficult news.
Roger that one. Yeah.
You seen yours?
Yeah, build it. You build it. He'll give you a free bet every week of the Premier League season.
Aye.
It's every day.
I mean, I do get. I mean, the nuclear thing, but aye. Because my old man told me, like, because he said there's always somebody there. Because see, the second there's nobody living in one of the caravans there, they can put the bulldozers in.
Only verbally?
Oh, just an email come through. Oh well, mate, Martin, this is my job now.
New year, old era. Well, with Vinted's new categories, you can now sell all sorts of pre-loved items. From her court them all era to her not so skinny.
You know something, matey? Oh, don't say that. But yeah. Aye, it's not because like, same always a cop. He says the second they're there, they can bulldoze the place. But aye.
Again and again. So pre-owned electronics.
I know it's what. So you tell me there's an ex-Navy guy now? Was a protester. Sorry.
Ladies are toys.
You do get some people that leave then getting a bit better.
Who's on the naughty list? Drive.
But I did just shut down the door. I know. I was only in the dock. I was only in Faslane a couple of months, but then I went down south. And those listening down south, that's our name for the Falklands.
Someone's gonna get what they deserve.
Big time.
Which one?
And I love it.
The toilet one? Oh wait, hang on. I know what you mean. Right? Okay. Hang on.
Now do you believe?
Done. I could have blocked you by accident there. All right, it's gone. Yeah, no worries, Sean.
Oh, they're good. Can you hear me?
Under Armour. I'm still not getting anyone through for what's the Sunderland score going to be? I think it's 2-1 Sunderland. Yeah, got your back.
The solution. What do you do?
I was down there Harbour. The thing is, Georgie, I went down there, right, did the 4 months. I think it was January. It was about June. My birthday's June. So I finished down there about June, mid-June. As my bird penny in it. See, when I flew away, I thought I'll never be down there again. I left the Navy about 18 months later and ended up working down there with Turners. But it's different. You're across, you know what I'm on about at MPA. The bit across, you get your own room and all that. But aye. I was down there with the folk, but I took the weekend off and we went down and we were in Stanley when England beat Germany 5-1 in Germany. That was good. And to be honest, that was a good night in Stanley, to be honest. And what's it called? What's the pub called? The Globe. Sorry, I've put the volumes up too loud. Aye, in the Globe. Save 50% on candles. £10 for a candle. That will be the. As soon as this game starts, I'm going to log off, right? Because I want to watch it, and I don't want to bore you too much longer. I've still got to pack another bag and decide what stuff to take, man. Do my nutting, man. The Stadium of Light. Chris Jack. Aye, what was the other pub down in the south? It was the George. Was it the George Hotel? What was the hotel? The Upland Goose Hotel. That's right. And the big lion seals, man, they were massive animals, man.
Just because their game was up.
What right does it go down south? The Falklands.
The star bet suits up, your bet stays in play. Even if you play doesn't.
That's right. Aye, George, that was the thing there. I did things right. I remember when I was in the mob when we were Naval Party 2010 down Mare Harbour. And you get your 4 days off, don't you, when you're down there? So we went down there for the weekend or 4 days. And I'll tell you what, it was just when Hooch came out, remember the Alcopop? I remember they were out of date, and I was like, this is out of date, and the guy's just looking at me, and I was like, gotcha. I think they're a lot better connected down there now. They've got a lot, because we only had one TV channel. Actually, when I was down there with Turners, this is a story. When I was growing up, we didn't go abroad. My mum was too scared to fly, right? No, mum was too scared for that's fine. Right, so I joined, I left out. Then he retired from the Glasgow Police, right? So my mum and dad used to live in Canada before I was born, right? So they lived in Canada for years. My old man retired from the cops, right? So fine. So and then I went down south, down to the Falklands with Turners, right? And keep in mind, this is before email and all that was really the thing. So I was working as the accommodation up there, just fixing stuff. This night, I actually got a job on the floor that my room was on, right? So what are you going to do? And you only had one TV channel. It was the BFPS, and it was called British Forces Television Service. What it was called. So I put it on, and there'd been a mail drop that day. So there's a letter from my mum. Oh, that's my mum, right? Put the telly on, and there's a film on the telly, right? So I'm half looking at it. Open a letter from mum, say, dear, my name's Graham, by Graham Francis. Franky's from Francis. So I'm reading it. By the time you read this, we'll be in New York City before we drive up to Canada. And I look up at the telly, and the second fucking plane goes into the building. And that's when I realise this is real. And I'm reading this letter. I was like, holy. So I get in my van and I go up to admin, fly up to admin, saying I need to phone home. But the thing is, my mum and dad had went with 2 of their friends to Canada, and the wife, I won't say her name, she has a lovely person. She actually had her mobile phone with her, and it was switched off for Canada. She decided to switch it off. Well, they were in Canada. My mum and dad, by the time they were actually in Canada when 9/11 happened, but that was a dodgy hour and a half I had, because I was phoning my brother, and we were phoning my uncle, and nobody could get a hold of them. But then eventually somebody did. My brother got a hold of them, and I got a message that like they're all right, they're in Canada. But that got me sweating. Aye. Thailand's all right. I can't wait just to see the wife and kids. Like, aye, my wee grandson. Right, listen, that's this game starting. I'm going to switch off. All right. God, there's hundreds of these online actually. Right, thank you very much for joining in. All right, as usual. This is my last one from Scotland. My next time you see me do a live, I'll be in Thailand. All right. So thank you all very much for joining in. Definitely. The Blues, that's right. I think that's what their email's called now, the Blue email or something like that. But yeah. Because it was free, aye. I mean, I'll stay for a couple more minutes, but aye. I like that Sunderland tracky top. Look at that. I like that Hummel strip we had. Yeah, thank you. There's a lot of us out there, man. Australia's rammed with us. I see there's a few Rangers supports clubs in Thailand. There's a party of loyal who don't like me for some reason. They ban me. Bangkok Bears, Phuket, and Wahin, HUN. I'm going over there to do a podcast from Wahin. The wife will love that. Like, I'm going to take the wife over with us because she's never been there. Wahin or HUAHIN. You'll see their supporters club online. That's kind of like the easy way to put it is like the Windsor for the royal family, because the royal family have got entire royal family have got digs there. This will be a good game. Saying that, I watched this, a nut leach draw. Right, no, right. I'm going this because I want to watch the football, right? But again, that's 2.5 hours I've been on exactly. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you in the page in a wee minute. Cheers.